Brittany, bitch.
I used to be like drunk, but now I'm hungover. Love you forever, forever it's over. We used to kiss all night, now it's just a buffer. You don't know the greatest, say hello to goodbye. Because just one thing would make me sad. I used to be like drunk.
Boom chicka wow wow.
Hey, so it's another rainy day. What else is new? Oh yeah, look what I got yesterday. Pretty excited, even though it's been out for a while. I think I just spit all over the place, but whatever. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited because it's my favorite show. Just thought I'd share that, and I'm sorry if I look like a raccoon or a clown, because I don't really care about my appearance right now. So the question was, if the Cullens could write a song, what would the genre be and what would it be called? Carlisle would be, it'd be like I'll Save You or something, and it would be like, slow song, I guess. Not really a ballad, just like one of those sad songs that you like hear on the radio, or like, oh, this makes me cry, kind of thing. Edward would be, that's just really hard. Like The Monster Inside or My Other Half, both would be, the songs would be about him and like in Midnight Sun and his feelings toward Bella, I guess. And that would kind of be like a hardcore heavy metal thing, because he's got so much angst inside of him. Jasper would probably have a song called like Wartime or something, and it would just be like country song, I think, because he's from Texas and whatnot. Alice would have, her song would be called like Looking Ahead, I guess, and it would have a hidden message about like being optimistic and seeing the future, I guess. And it would be one of those, you know, 90s teeny bop thingies, like Backstreet Boys, all cheesy, I guess. Who am I forgetting? Esme would be like Home Is Where the Heart Is, and it would be ballad. Emmett would have a song called, okay, this is really hard, or I'm just like dead with the creative juices in my head. So Emmett's song would be called it would be called like Don't Hold Me Back or something like that. Well, just Don't Hold Me Back, not or something like that. But, and it would be Now They Vacuum the House. Sorry if you can hear that. If you can't, then okay. Yeah. And then Rosalie's song would be called Perfection. It would just be like a hip-hop, like, club thing that you would hear. I feel like I'm forgetting someone. I don't think so. If I am, whatever. Okay, so the challenge was to, sorry, I like completely fail at that. I just can't think it all right now. The challenge was to name a different character from like any other fandom or anything else and have them fall into the Twilight world. So the character I chose was, I hope it's going to be an animated character, because ironically enough, I was going to do Jack Sparrow, but then that was like the example thing in the challenge, so I'm like, oh, I can't do that anymore. So, my animated character, I'm going to pick Jack Skellington from Nightmare Before Christmas. He'd be in that forest thing with all the trees and then the different doors in the holidays, and he'd find one that would have, like, the door would have the hands and the apple and everything, and he'd be like, WTF, BBQ. And he would, you know, turn the apple knob and fall into the, yeah, come in. Onward. Okay, so, like I said, Jack, yeah, he opens the apple doorknob, and he falls into this world. He's falling, and then he lands, boom, right in Forks. And he's like, where am I? Because everyone's, like, real, and he's all animated, I guess, if you want to call him. So he keeps walking into the woods where he is, and he finds the house. Ironically enough, the Cullens live there. So he knocks on their door, and this is pretty much what goes down. Emmett answers the door, and he's all, like, laughing at him because he thinks he's like the ugliest creature. He's not even afraid or like weirded out or whatever. So Emmett's all laughing at Jack, and then he's like, what are you doing here? You're in the wrong story, man. And he's like, oh. And then he's trying to, and he, you know, after after he leaves, because the Colons aren't very hospitable, well, Emmett was the only one home because everyone else is out hunting, so he leaves and walks around the rest of the Forks, and he starts singing that song, you know, what's this? What's this? I'm in such a good mood right now, so, and then he's picking up all this stuff in Forks, and he's like looking at the trees, and then he makes his way down to the push where he sees Jacob, and then he runs into Paul, right? And then they're all like creeped out because there's this skeleton man who's like the size of my finger walking around on their thing, and they're like, this isn't good. So they all phase and they eat him, and he never gets to bring Forks back to Halloween Town. Sad story. I mean, Christmas was a fail, so Forks, you know, he should have seen that coming. So that's what would happen if Jack Skellington went to Forks. But where it gets twisted, the Volturi come back for Renesmee, and they can't find her because she's like hidden. So they walk into the woods of Forks, and they find the Forest of the Holidays. So they twist the one, the Halloween knob on it, and the Volturi end up in Halloween Town. And, well, you'd think that the Volturi would own them. I didn't go because, you know, I was out hunting that day. So you think they'd own in Halloween Town, right? Oh man, you thought wrong. So the boogeyman comes and gets them. There's no more Volturi anymore. I'm the only one left, which means I pretty much rule over the vampire world now. I mean, everybody went because they didn't know what's going on. So, like, the whole guard went, the wives went, Arrow, Marcus, and Caius went. They all went, and they just never came back. And I'm like, okay, so what I did was I started a new Volturi. One of my favorite vampires. I invited Garrett and Benjamin and Kate and Alice and Jasper. And then I went into other books and got other vampires. Now the stack's on my right side, and Jagger Maxwell's on my left side, and Vladimir Todd is on my, I almost said back side. So yeah, I just invited all these other vampires from all these other vampire books, and that's what happens. All these other vampires from all these other books just came together, and then that's what happened from a result of Jack Skellington coming to Forks. Yeah, all these vampires met up with Twilight vampires, and all the vampires lived happily ever after at the end. So I'm not going to give out a challenge for Spider Monkey today because, well, frankly, I just don't really feel like it, and because I think that me, Shannon, and Chris are the only ones that actually post, so I don't want to, you know, keep giving them challenges like I have been. And I know you guys are like, oh yeah, just keep me in your challenge thing because we'll post. Well, you don't. So, anyway, that's about it. And sorry if my face was, like, in your face the whole video, and if it looked really big and kind of scary. I couldn't help that. I just have a big scary face. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week, and I'm gonna go chill Bill Compton right now, so see you next week, Spider Monkeys. And oh yeah, I'm gonna keep doing the different intro song each week until school starts again. Then I'll go back to Check Yes Juliet. So yeah, sorry this video is probably like 1 billion minutes long. I mean, even though YouTube lets you get 10, still, it's probably just, I ramble so much, like it's not even funny. I'm so sorry. I'll try not to like ramble next time because it gets annoying after a while. So I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Yeah, again with the rambling. Goodbye.